Chick-fil-A, third largest restaurant chain in America. It's closed on Sundays, I got that. Joining us now, someone who helped make it a big success, the author of Bet on Talent, How to Create a Remarkable Culture and Win the Hearts of Customers. Former Chick-fil-A executive Dee Ann Turner. Welcome to the show.
It's my pleasure to be here. Thank you so much,
really?
Stuart. Absolutely.
Well, it's our pleasure to have you.
Yes.
Look, you spent, what, 30 years at Chick-fil-A?
33, yes.
OK, if you can encapsulate, what made Chick-fil-A the success that it is?
What I really believe is that Chick-fil-A started, Truett Cathy, the founder, started by creating a remarkable culture, the very foundation of what Chick-fil-A was. A company with a purpose that knew where they were going. They had a challenging mission to accomplish, and they stuck to their core values.
The core values being Christianity?
No, not at all. While that was certainly representative of Truett Cathy's faith, what the core values of Chick-fil-A are is we're here to serve, we're better together, we're purpose-driven, and we pursue what's next.
And the success is that you got your employees to get on board with the key message of Chick-fil-A. I mean, very, very nice to customers.
Well, I think that the reason that is the selection of the people who actually lead the restaurants, and they've brought their team members in, they've taught them the principles of going above and beyond and exceeding customer expectations, and that's how they've won the hearts of their customers.
And you transfer that to other businesses, and that's how other businesses should succeed.
Yes, and I think that's improving the whole marketplace. I talk about that in Bet on Talent, about a number of other organizations that do just that.
What does Bet on Talent? What's that?
Of all
In the TV news business, talent is people who appear on camera, but that's not true of the fast food business.
Well, it is true because they're talented, and let me explain the difference. We bet on talent at Chick-fil-A, and the reason why is of all the strategies you could choose to invest in, what Chick-fil-A decided is the differentiator to win the hearts of customers would be their talent. So there's a difference between selecting talent and hiring people. Hiring people is just filling your shift. It's just a warm body. But talent, they're very carefully selected for abilities that meet the exact role that you have.
Is that what Chick-fil-A did?
I believe so. Select talent.
But not just
hire people, exactly.
It must be difficult, though. I mean, in a fully employed economy, and it is, you want to bring people in and you're going to select them, and that's a difficult row to hoe, isn't it?
It is very hard, and that's why it's so important. You know, in my 33-year career, I've seen this cycle, this full employment cycle 3 times. This is the worst ever. But what you have to do is you have to prepare your culture ahead of time. You have to have that foundation of a culture. And so some of these Chick-fil-A operators actually have people waiting to work for them because they've built those relationships over time, and people know what a great culture they have, and they want to be a part of it.
I want to be a part of Chick-fil-A because I want to own stock in it, but I can't because it's private.
It's private.
You'll never go public?
I can't answer for Chick-fil-A because I'm not there anymore, but that's what they've said.
But when you were there...
But when I was there, that was the commitment that they made.
You never want to cash out? I mean, take your money and
I can't answer for them, but I know that... I'll tell you what Truett Cathy used to say. He said, because I own the business, it allows me to do the things I want to do, and one of them was to build this remarkable culture. He did things for his employees that stockholders would never let you do, and that's one of the reasons he wanted to stay private.
You know that when Chick-fil-A opened its first outlet in New York City, the mayor of New York called for a boycott. And the next morning, there were lines around the block because it's just up the street from where we are.
And I believe that's because Chick-fil-A operators are focused on winning the hearts of customers. And so that's what they're doing, even here in New York.
It was a pleasure having you on the show. We love success. And there's no question that Chick-fil-A is a major league success.